All right. Well, I'm thankful that all of you got on in the middle of the day. And hey, Stacy and Keith and everybody. If you're not muted, I've tried to mute everybody, so go ahead and mute out. There you go. And I'm going to unmute Mark. There we go. So we are honored and blessed to have our co-founder, Marc Walker, joining us today. He and I just spent about 8 days in Dubai with Kevin, and I spent the time with him and Julie, and he has got an amazing wife, which I love her to pieces. They complete each other for sure. And he's got 3 kiddos. They're almost grown now. So it was so great to get to know you guys. And I asked him if he would come on and talk to my team, because I want you guys to hear his vision and hear what he has to say. And if you would just do a quick introduction of how you came to Xyngular, that would be, I know you've got an extensive success story in network marketing, and you've got the Midas touch, so to speak, when it comes to the businesses that you've been a part of. And just kind of give your background story of how you got where you're at right now.
Okay. Well, thanks first of all for having me on, Melissa. I appreciate it. And we did have a ball in Dubai. It was so fun. We had a great group of people. It's a great country, and it was really, really a fun week. But so I started in the network marketing industry about 29 years ago, so it's been a while. I've been very blessed to be with some good companies, companies that believed in great products, believed in treating their distributors well, setting up a program so that the distributors could be successful. And so, I mean, that's a huge blessing. I'm very thankful for that. And after being in the industry for quite a bit of time in about 3 different companies, I actually left the industry and was actually working on setting up a traditional business with a friend of mine. We had a good idea and we were excited about it, when I got a call from a guy that I'd worked with before in another company who said, "Hey, I met this guy and you know, we have this idea," and he talked me through it, and I said, "Okay, you know, sounds good." And we talked more strategy, and he called me back later and said, "Hey, we want you to be involved." And I thanked him and told him no. And a week later, he called me back again and asked me, he said, I gave him some names before for them to look at, and he goes, "We just didn't like any of them, we just want you." And I said, "Thanks, but no." And about a week later, he called me again, and he's like, "Listen, don't tell me no, just fly down here and meet with us and listen." And so I did. I flew down to California, and I met Rudy, Mary, and Steve. Rudy Reback, our major shareholder, chairman of our board, Mary Julich and Steve Cole, and talked to them. And, you know, I mean, it's one of those life-changing things where, since I wasn't going to be involved, right, then I was pretty free with what I thought. I think if you guys are going to do this, you need to do this, this, this. And I listed some things, and I go, "We believe the same as you." And I said, and you can't do this, 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 and told them some other things. They're like, "No, we agree." And they said, "Listen, if we want to be the backing of this, and we want to help you start it, but it's got to be something that you build and you can make it however you want." And so I just was interested with that, and I thought about it and came home and talked to Julie. And to make a long story short, we decided to put the other thing on hold, which now it's been on hold for 9 years, so it's not going to start. But we started with Xyngular, and we were very blessed in being able to start a company that is different. It's unique, and it's built in a way that hey, how you doing, buddy? That's my son. But anyway, it's built in a way that will let people be successful. We've been very particular on our products and putting together products that work, and that work really, really well. We put together a comp plan that pays brand new people who don't know what the heck they're doing. It pays people who are trying to build a business, and it pays leaders to stay involved and to develop other leaders and to mentor and coach. And then we added some things that are way cool, where we put in 12 sales pools. So we take 12% of our global volume, we split it up into these 12 sales pools, and people start sharing in those pools starting at 2,000 points a month. So when they and their organization sales are at 2,000, they share in the first pool. When it's 5,000 a month, they share in the first 2 pools, and so they're cumulative. You don't move up to another one. You earn all of them from the beginning up as high as you can go. And so you share in the growth of the company globally, not just in your area or not just in your downline. And the really cool thing about this is it helps people to share in the growth of the company and not be constrained by your geographic area or, you know, where your group lives. And so we tried to build in things like that that really would make us unique and make us different. And we were blessed in having a lot of really wonderful people who chose to join themselves with us. And so anyway, it's been fun, and it's been something that just makes me happy when I see people that take advantage of what we have to offer. So it's been fun, been really fun.
Oh my gosh. Well, we appreciate all the extra, all the extra mile that you put into it for us, because, you know, it is never ending, and you can see the vision. That's the thing that I love about it. You can see where you're going to be at and know that you can get there. Now, one of the things that I think was so essential in helping me grow my business from the very beginning was the Founders Club. It used to be the President's Club, and now it's the Founders Club. And I remember when I went to my very first convention, I didn't even know I'd hit it. I didn't even know what it was. And to be able, but I got it. I earned that. And I hit, you know, I walked the red carpet, and I was like, I am never not doing that again, you know, and it has been extremely essential in me growing my business. So talk about that a little bit, and how you came up with that concept, and why that's, you know, so important to you, because I know that's one of the things that's very important to you.
Hey, okay, we'll do. So one of our fundamental beliefs with our pay plan, with the passport program, is we want to put things in place that will motivate people to reach for them, but by doing that, they're actually growing their business. And so the comp plan with the levels that you reach up to, you know, you get to one. A lot of people said, I never dreamed I could get to this point, but then the next one's right there. And so as they continue to work, then that's attainable. The passport program, same thing. You know, I want to go to Utah, I want to go to Park City for the headquarter trip. Well, they work and they grow their organization to that point, and they can go. And then coming back to Sundance, and then going on the cruise, and then where we went, Dubai. We wanted to put things in there that people will want to reach for, and that by doing that, they're growing their business. And so the Founders Club was that exact same thought process. We need to put together a program that's yearly, right? Where if people will try for it and they'll reach for it, in order to get it, they're building their business. And so the passport program, for those of you that might not know, we do a trip every year. And it's not based on rank or anything. It's based on your ability to talk to people every day and bring in new ones, but also your ability to sift through them and see who wants to grow, and then help that person grow. And by doing that, and doing it consistently throughout the year, then you earn these trips. And so we're going to Puerto Vallarta this year, or in January, so for this year. And again, it's a trip, like Melissa said, that she didn't know she hit it, but when she hit the quarter and went to the event, and there's the red carpet, there's a lunch and everything, then that is just cool as heck. But then we do the trip every year. And so it's a time for you to go down there. We pay for it, but you get to mingle with other people who did the same thing as you. They talk to people consistently every day. They found the people that were interested in sharing it with other people, and then they help those people be successful. And so by getting you together for that week, you're able to share ideas, and you're able to pick other people's brains, and you go into the next year even better equipped to be successful. And again, by having that out there and having people go for it, they can't help but grow their business when they hit those things. And so we're just trying to cover, you know, a bunch of different bases and provide a lot of incentives for people to again, do the things that are going to grow your business.
I love that. And I know we are, this year, we are as a team tracking our points. And we have, as a team, committed to all go to Panama. So I'm very, very excited about that. And I love the fact that it's not ranked based, so it's available for anybody. You have time to answer a few questions. We've got a few people that want to ask a couple of questions. Because I said, if you could ask Mark Walker one question, what would it be? So instead of me asking you all the questions, I've got 4 people who are going to ask questions. And they're all on here. So Stacy, right. This is Stacy Barnes. She's a silver director. And I'm going to unmute you. Go ahead.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, how you doing, Stacy?
Oh, it's so good to see you. And first of all, just thank you so much for saying yes to Rudy Reback. Oh my God, we're just thrilled. All of us here are just over the moon that we have such an opportunity that we otherwise have. So thank you so much. But I guess I need to ask, what is your vision? What is your, I guess, prediction for Xyngular over the next 5 years as far as sustainability and growth?
Okay. Well, you know, my prediction ever since the beginning has been we have the ability with our products, comp plan, everything we have, to be a $300 to $500 million company pretty easily, right? Now, it doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but we can do that, right, with what we have. And I still firmly believe that. Now, you know, in order to hit it, we've got to come up with duplication systems that allow new people to come in, think, okay, I can do this, and then it will do the same thing that the rest of our programs are designed to do, which is it'll walk them down this path that's simple and easy to understand, that will help them share and help them become successful. One of the blessings we have as a company is that most of our leaders have never done anything like this before, okay? And if you think about that, we have people that make between well, up to 150-something thousand, 60-something thousand, whatever the top one is now, who have never done anything like this before. And that is amazing, number one, but it also, I think, is key to our future, because if they can do it, anybody can do it, right? And so I think that one of the things that I see coming is you guys continuing to hone the programs and processes and systems that you have to make them simpler, to make them more effective for a new person. And at some point we're gonna have that mix or that formula that's just gonna allow people to do this really easily, and it'll explode. And again, when we get to that 300 to 500 million, probably about 500 million, then it will be something that for you guys is going really easy, right? You got this system that works and you're sharing all over. And then the burden becomes on us and on the company to say, okay, how do we do this now in this foreign country, that foreign country? And we start spreading around the world. And that takes us from 500 million to $1 billion, right? And so it's going to be kind of a two-step process. I think we're still developing leadership, expanding the number of leaders, working on those duplication processes. But I think that with what we have right now, we could be 300 to 500 million, but eventually, yeah, between 500 million and $1 billion. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. It'll be a lot of change, right? When you get new people in who don't know who we are and they have to learn. But you know, it'll be a lot like it was last year and the year before, when we had a whole bunch of new people come in, and now if you look at them, they're just like us, right? And it'll be the same thing, but on a bigger scale. So it'll be fun.
Wow, that's exciting. I can't wait. And to know that we're all going to be here, because no one that's on this screen right now, everyone has committed and they are in. The next person that's got a question is going to be Michelle Barkley, and she is an up-and-coming manager. She is one of our newest team leaders. And Michelle, you want to unmute? There you go.
Yes. What advice do you have to someone new hi Mark, what advice do you have to someone new to grow and motivate a team?
Okay, so I think it's twofold. Number one, you've got to be the one leading by example, right? You got to be talking to enough people every day that you can sponsor 5 to 10 new, and not just members, but members and distributors a month. Okay. And I think one of the keys is it's easy to sponsor a member thinking, well, I'll upgrade them later, but the numbers don't show that they get upgraded. And so you've got to say, I'm going to sponsor 5 to 10 distributors a month, right? And you'll get some members out of that, yes, but you're looking for people that want to build the business. And so that consistently every day to sponsor that many people every month will create the energy, and it'll create that upwelling of leadership and energy and talent that's going to drive your business. And so there are a couple of things that I think hurt that. One is inconsistency. You've got to be consistent. Number two is going the easy road and looking for members, which again, that's slower, it's harder. Just go looking for distributors. You'll get members, and that's fine. Those are great. They buy the product every month, and that's wonderful. But you're looking for people that want to build a business, and by doing that, you're actually kind of challenging yourself to do that little bit different in presenting both product and opportunity, in getting somebody in and saying, okay, now who can we help, right? And let's go start building their group. And again, a lot of the key is doing it without really stating it, because a lot of people, I don't want to be a salesman, I don't want to build a business. Great, who do you know that we can help? Which is basically doing it anyway, right? And then developing yourself. As your group grows, they're going to look to you for leadership. They're going to look to you to see how do I do this? How do I overcome this? And so you got to work on yourself and becoming a leader and bettering yourself. And don't think that, well, I've never done that before. Hardly anybody has. But we all grow in position as we go. And the important thing is that you're going, right?
I love that. Awesome. Vicki Bronner is a platinum director on our team, and I'm going to unmute her. And unmute yourself, Vicki. Go ahead.
Hey, Mark. First of all, I want to apologize. Melissa is so good about throwing surprises at us. So I've been running in and out in the rain all day, and I look like crap, but I am honored to be talking to you right now. And she will continue to throw us loops, I'm sure. But my question for you is, you're in an elevator with somebody, and you got 30 seconds to tell them about Xyngular. I want to know what you're going to tell them to talk to them about the business.
Well, I think first off, I think first you want to find out about them, right? Hey, are you here for vacation? I mean, you got to make the conversation about what's going on, right? But the key, I think, is to get comfortable talking to people. And so first off, you want to find out about them, whether it's the elevator, grocery store line, gas station, whatever. The better we get at talking to people, then the easier it'll be, and the better we'll be at sharing the business. And so I think for new people, number one, learn how to talk to people, and just find something. You don't have to worry about sharing the business at first. You see somebody in some cool shoes. Hey, those are cool shoes. Where'd you get those? Or ladies, you can say cute blouse. Guys really can't say cute shirt. But you find some way to get them talking, and then you find out about them. What do you do? Right? Where are you from? What do you do? And then hopefully they're going to ask about you, right? And that allows you to bring up Xyngular. But if they don't, you can say, hey, I have this really cool thing that I want to share with you. Do you mind if I text you some information? And that lets you get their phone number. And so, again, that's the step 3. Step 1 is learn how to talk to people. Step 2 is get comfortable asking them questions and finding out about them. And then that allows you to bring up the business. So I think that if you follow that format and don't really worry at first about, trying to get the business presented to them, just find out about them, get to know them, get contact info. It allows you to become very good at that, which will naturally lead into sharing the business.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Love that. And then we've got our big brother on the team. This is Charles Reyes, and he's a silver manager, and he has got a guy question.
So I definitely, hey Mark, so I definitely have a guy question, because you're absolutely right. We can't go up to women and say you have a cute shirt. So my question to you is, do you have any advice in regards to men? Because we're the minority and talking to women about Xyngular. Right.
Again, it's the same thing, Charles. You want to get to know them. So the first thing to do is just start talking to people, right? But you can ask a lady, a lot of different things depending on where you are. Grocery store, ask about her and her kids. Ask about what she does. Gas station, same thing. Car, whatever. But you want to know what motivates them. Then we know what to say. Because if we kind of have a canned response and we're just always saying the same thing, a lot of people, you're not gonna hit their hot button. So you got to find out about them, male or female, and what they're interested in, what motivates them, and then you can know what to say to them. So again, regardless, male, female, just talk to people, learn about them, and then you know how to approach them.
Thank you.
I will say one other thing. If you're talking to guys, a lot of guys are more interested. I mean, we all want to lose weight and look better, yes. But a lot of guys are more interested in increasing their income, right?
Yep.
So don't be afraid to talk business and opportunity. And I think as a whole, as a company, we need to do that a little better anyway. The products are easy. They sell themselves. So I think we kind of go there just because it's the easy road. We need to make sure we're a balanced approach, or else we're going to miss out on half the people and their interests. Because some people, yeah, they want to feel better, lose weight, whatever. But some people, want to make more money. And so if we don't ever talk about that, they're never gonna know what we can offer.
Sorry, I'm just talking. I know
No,
you're
no.
very busy, and I'm so thankful that you took your time out of your day to jump on here with our team. And just as we close, what words of advice do you have to stay the course and to know that this is going to be anything that you want it to be?
Okay. A couple things. One of the things that that I think we need to do better is provide people with an understanding of the opportunity that's involved in this, and we can do it really, really easily. I think if we just make a conscious decision to share certain things. So, one of the things I talked about at ZingFest was, we all know the slides that show the average monthly income for each title, and what I did there, I showed slides that gave the annual equivalent of those monthly incomes from manager all the way up to ambassador. And it was amazing to me when I put that slide together that about gold, what was it, director, that's almost a replacement income for a lot of people. And so from there up becomes very significant. And find a way to interject on Facebook, or as you're talking to people, that part-time, I made this much last year, right? Or I made this equivalent last year. And so we got to help people understand what they can do here. And so one thing I've challenged people in Dubai, and some of the other things is think of ways that you can insert those things into what we talk to people about. Because again, it's one thing to say, well, I made $4,000 last month, but it's another thing to say that I made $46,000 equivalent, last year. And to a lot of people, that'll catch their attention. $4,000 might not catch their attention, but 46 part-time, yeah, you just got my attention, because there's no way in my job I can get that kind of raise, right? How do I do that part-time? Or in my job, I can't, but yet you're doing it part-time. And so by thinking of ways to put those little things in, that's huge. And then, we always talk about consistency. Why? Because nothing replaces consistency. If I do this in fits and spurts, every time I'm inactive or not talking to people, I'm losing my momentum, right? Nothing replaces that consistent habit of talking to people every single day, because that feeds the engine. Your business is an engine, and if you gave your car gas just every once in a while, it wouldn't do a very good job of getting you places, right? But if it's fed consistently, then it does a pretty good job of moving me around. And your business is the same thing. If you feed that consistently, it'll do what you want it to do. But if you're inconsistent, it's going to have a hard time. And then again, set a goal. What's your goal? What do you want out of this business? And then work at making that happen. And if you have to put smaller steps in the middle, then go for it. But we all do better working toward a goal. And so set some goals. And if you want to be ambassador, great. But set some intermediate goals that you can hit. And again, know that this is going to work for you. I mean, that one of the things that I love is that we have so many people who are successful with Xyngular without ever having done anything like this before. Because that truly is what we're here for. I'm not here to make a bunch of people who have 20, 30 years in the network marketing industry successful, okay? I'm here to make a whole bunch of just normal, average people successful. And if we do that to me will define Xyngular. That will define who we are, and that will define us going forward. So again, I am super excited with where we've come from and where we are right now, and I'm super excited for the future. So I'm going to say one other thing, but we just got back from Dubai, and sometimes, some of my friends know that was my, 7th or 8th time I've been to Dubai, right? And they say, well, don't you ever get tired of going? No, I don't. Because even though we get on the same plane, fly to the same place, do the same things, it's with a different group of people. And so every one of you, Melissa, has your own story. And that was your first time there, right? And so I get to sit back and watch you and Kevin just have a ball in a country you never thought you'd go to, doing things that you never thought you'd get to do, right? And that never gets old. That never gets old. And so as you're building your business, again, look for those opportunities. No, you're not saying the same thing today as you did yesterday because you're saying it to new people. And every single person has a new experience. And so if we keep that in our heads, it's just the funnest thing ever because you get to see people grow and progress and do things they never thought they'd do. So it's a fun thing we get to do, and I just hope you guys enjoy it.
Well, we do. We definitely do, and just can't wait for the future. And just knowing that the only way that we will fail is to quit, and that we're in for the long haul. And we appreciate you and what you've built, and just can't wait to see what the future holds.
Thanks. I'm excited.
I am too. Thanks
Melissa.
so much. Y'all have a great day.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.